So as we move into winter here in the UK, it's time to think about keeping warm and snug, whether you're indoors or outdoors, and what better way to do that with some good quality wool. And tonight we're looking at the Peregrine Shawl cardigan, 100% British wool. Peregrine are a brand that I feel that we should be talking about a bit more. Really good quality, British manufacturer, been in operation for over 100 years. A little while ago I picked up their Baxter wax jacket here. Absolutely fantastic, really good value, definitely up there with the quality you find in Barbour. A little bit of extra styling, check out the review, it's on my channel. But Peregrine just seem to do really good quality stuff at a really good price actually. So this shawl cardigan, £140. I picked this up at Herring Shoes down in Kingsbridge in Devon. If you fancy getting one, there's a link below, 10% off, which will also help. But yeah, really good value. It's got this nice sort of heavyweight waffle knit, nice and warm, raglan sleeves, which give you sort of flexibility on the shoulders there. Nice chunky buttons, and as I said, 100% British wool. Now, British wool, I think, has got a really good reputation. I don't have many wool items myself, but having got this, I can see myself warming to it, no pun intended. But British wool is just, I think, world class. It's quite oily, and it's got that slight lanolin smell to it, but that's actually a good sign. It means it hasn't been over processed. The lanolin is a natural oil which keep the sheep waterproof basically, and having some of that retained in the wool gives it that nice soft feel and means it just hasn't been over processed. Wool in general, I think, you know, a lot of people would say we should be using more of. It's completely sustainable, renewable if it's farmed right, biodegradable, so if you end of life, if you can't recycle it, it's going to go into landfill or elsewhere. This will biodegrade in months, whereas any sort of nylon product will be there for decades after. So I think wool is a really nice fabric to work with, to wear. I think it's quite ethical. I'm not sure, you know, it depends on your views about the farming of animals, but yeah, it's one of the better products out there, completely natural. This wool is sourced just 60 miles away from Peregrine's factory, which I think also gives some bonus points. So really nice jumper, affordable, really nice fit. This is a medium, and I must admit the sizing charts that Peregrine provide, I didn't quite understand. It actually measures up a little bit bigger, certainly on the chest, than their sizing charts suggest. So my measurements make it a perfect fit for me. So on the chest it's 42. On the shoulder, I've had to make a little bit of a judgment call, but so what I call the natural shoulder is about 19 inches. Obviously it's a raglan sleeve, it's slightly hard to pinpoint that point. And then pit to cuff, measuring on the underside of the arm, it is 19.5 inches. Overall body length is 27, so pretty much perfect fit for me. Quite generous, so this is a medium, sometimes also a medium / large, but between their wax jacket and this cardigan, I think Peregrine sizing is pretty consistent, so both those are medium, nice and generous, good fit. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to keeping warm indoors and out, layering this up with a jacket or just wearing it around the house. But yeah, so before we wrap up, what we'll do is we'll come in and look at some details. Just coming in for some close-ups, starting from the top here. Obviously you've got the shawl collar, nice sort of high collar around the neck, keeping the drafts out, nice and snug for the winter. You've obviously got the branding, so Peregrine, made in England since 1795. As it said, medium, nice consistent sizing I'm finding on Peregrine products. Very easy to get your size right. Then we've got the various labels. Most importantly, the British wool certification, so that's known as the crook mark. It's got the certification number. British wool, as I say, not had a lot of wool products over the years, but if I understand correctly, British wool's up there with the best. Nice sort of soft, almost oily texture with a lanolin, gentle smell of that in there as well. You've got this heavyweight waffle knit. You can see little holes in between, but it's really sort of warm and snug, trapping the air against your body. If you're going outside, get that in a layer and it'll keep you really nice and warm. Raglan sleeves, so sleeve seam going from pit to collar, just gives a little bit of extra flexibility and movement in the arms. Going down the arms, we've got some nice ribbed cuffs, got nice continuation of the knit from the collar down the centre, the planket I think it's called, with these really nice chunky buttons in a sort of tortoiseshell style coloration, with Peregrine just in relief. At the bottom of the jumper, nice bit of ribbing as well, but also a nice little branding there with the Peregrine symbol and the Union Jack on the back there, and on the side we've got Made in England since 1796. And I just think those little extra bits of branding on a nice cardigan like this look pretty good. Not much to say around the inside or to the rear. Obviously you've got the washing instructions, and being wool, you are going to need to take a little bit of care in washing this, and what they're recommending is pretty much cool hand wash only, dry flat. I think that's probably quite helpful advice, because once it's wet it will weigh quite a lot, so if you hang it from the shoulders you'll get a bit of distortion, so you want to dry that flat. But generally, keep washing to a minimum, as I said. But yeah, so this is my first woolen cardigan. I think it looks pretty cool. Might be because I'm now middle-aged, but yeah, I think it looks great. Okay, well, that brings us to the end of the review. I'm looking forward to getting this on and enjoying it through the winter. As I say, Peregrine just seems to be a really, really good British company. Nice garments, good quality materials, consistent sizing. If you've had Peregrine yourself, whether it's a shawl cardigan or any other product, please let me know your thoughts and your experiences with them. Discount code below if you fancy picking this up from Herring Shoes. Couple of reviews coming up before we wrap up for the year. I've got my 2023 project jeans, the indigo jeans from Companion, and the all black, the double black jeans from Mamatero. About 6 months in on both of these, they're fading nicely. I'd love to share these with you. A little bit of detail on these, really doing well, enjoying them a lot. So we'll do a review of those before the year's out. Also, a few people have asked about the Tricker Moltons I picked up probably over a year ago now. Not wearing them day to day, wearing them for occasions and work. Fantastic shoes, and I'll do an update on these because these really should be shared and talked about. Lovely, lovely boots. Yeah, so if you haven't seen my channel before, please check it out. I'd love it if you subscribed. Lots of quality footwear, denim, a little bit of everyday carry, all sorts of bits and bobs. Check it out. We might share some other common interests. If you found the review of the shawl cardigan useful, please give it a thumbs up. And of course, I'll see you for the next video. Okay, thank you very much. Bye bye.